Hey everybody, welcome back to another round of Canje Plays, and today we're continuing on with episode 2. I will state that in episode 1, I could have won that game. I had the dice, I could have put two barricades up, and then we would have won. And I recognize that. I am so sad on myself for doing it, but we didn't. We'll just count it as a loss because I moved too fast. I got tunnel vision and I didn't finish it up. So people who are probably posting that all in the comments of episode 1 that's going to be releasing tomorrow, then just know I goofed. I understand, and my sadness is real. Anyway, we're going to be back. We're playing episode 2 of this, which is called Fix the Ship, and we will get into it. So let's continue with our Dead of Winter episode base campaign of sorts, and we'll go through from there. So without further ado, let's begin. Episode 2, Fix the Ship, April 3rd. Well, not paying attention to shop class is now showing. I am sore all over and we still have so much more to do. The place is semi-functional. We have some food storage and beds, but not much else. The undead still attack us, so we need to get this place shored up quickly, or we won't last another month. Well, sitting here won't get things done. Back to work. In this episode, we are going to be dealing with fixing up our lovely colony and settlement to make sure that we can survive. Remember, since I'm playing solo, I have to play on hard mode. Morale will be set at 4, the round tracker will be set at 5. On their turns, a player may place any number of cards from their hand under this card. To win this, the victory, there are at least 2 junk or mechanical, whatever symbol, cards underneath this card for each player, which means I need 4 that started the game, and then 6 additional item cards of any type. Starter item cards do not count, so I need a total of 10 cards underneath this card to consider it a victory. 4 of them have to be those mechanical styles. So, and none of them can be starter item cards. So we need to go out and investigate and see what's going on. All right, cool. So yeah, this is going to be fun. As usual, we begin with our starting item cards. We're going to have 3 1-cost food cards as starting items, 2 fuel, 1 junk, and that's the symbol we're looking for, but it cannot be on a starter item card, and 1 medicine, and that's what we're going to be starting with. Our secret objective is going to be a junkie. You win the game if all the following is true. The main objective has been completed, and you have at least 3 medicine or pill cards in your hand. That doesn't sound fun, but we'll play where it lays. Let's see what we can do. And then finally, we need to deal with our survivors. So Cole Winters is a potential. Remember, we draw 6, pick 4. 29 influence, 5 plus to hit, 1 plus to search. Once per round, you may place a non-event card from your hand into the waste pile without using its effects to remove all wound and despair tokens from a survivor that shares a location with Cole. Cole may use this ability on himself as well as the pharmacist. We have Gia Najar, the physical therapist, so 2 plus to attack, 3 plus to search. Anywhere at the end of your turn, you may remove any type of wound token from a survivor at the colony. That's pretty cool. We've got Danica Walker, +1 to fight, so she's a good fighter for my dice rolls. 3 to search. Anywhere. You cannot perform a search with Danica if she shares a location with 1 or more zombies. When performing an attack with Danica, do not roll for exposure, so she can help clear zombies as things go down. We've got Hugo Valentine, the bike messenger, 2 plus to fight, 2 plus to search. Anywhere. When moving Hugo, all results on the exposure die count as blank except for the bitten symbol. Ooh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Gabrielle Diaz has returned again. So when we play this game, and how I want this to be played and how I'm going to update the doc to do it, is that when a character actually dies, they are removed from the deck. So I am going to mulligan Gabrielle, keeping with that, saying that he died, and which he did in our episode 1 because we're playing it that old-fashioned. But if you're playing the episodes, just kind of single by themselves, then you don't have to worry about that. So we'll remove him from the lineup, and instead we'll have David Garcia, who is an accountant. So when performing a search with David, you may look at 1 additional card. And then finally, our last one is Marcus Johnson, the security officer, +1 to fight. Marcus adds, so his one, once again, if you saw before, we're not using the colony attack stuff. It's just once per round, Marcus may select one of his equipped weapons and use it once per round ability twice this round. So that sounds pretty good, especially with those attack rolls that can really help us out. So we need to have him find a shotgun, basically. Okay, so we've got our objective, our crisis deck. Everything's been shuffled in their locations and everything's ready to go. We've got our lovely survivors that are set up on the board here that we have at the colony. And we have our secret objective, and we need to find out what's going on. So the first thing we need to do is find out about the first crisis. Let's get going. Horror in the night. So we need 2 food, basically, or we lose 2 morale. All right, not too bad, not too bad. Okay, so we have our round tracker set to 5, our morale set to 4, our crisis is revealed. We are then going to roll these lovely dice and see what we get. So hopefully we've mitigated the terrible 1 rolls and see that if we can do something worthwhile, but we're okay so far. Okay, so what do we need to do? Well, everybody's going to have to go out of the colony. So what I'll do is I will contribute the 2 food that we need here to the crisis. We're going to take this 1 food, put it as waste so that we can add 1 food supply to the colony. Seems pretty straightforward. Then we're going to start heading out. So we're going to use a fuel, and we're going to take, let's see, you can remove wounds, you're a good fighter, and you, David, good sir. You are going to, we're going to spend the fuel to move you freely, and we're going to move you to places with lots of repair. It's the school, the police station, the grocery store. Seems to be our best bets. We could probably find some good weapons at the police station, so we're going to move you to the police station. You do not have to roll for exposure with that. And then your search is 3, so we're going to have you use 1 die to search. When performing a search with David, you may look at 1 additional card, so we get to look at the top 2 cards and see if there's anything that we want to get. So let's take a look. And the first card that we find is the sniper rifle. So once per round, you may kill 1 zombie at any location. Do not roll for exposure. This is not an attack. And then the other one is the walkie-talkie. Ooh. So once per round, you may reduce the unused action die of another player by 1 to increase an unused. So this would be really great for Marcus, who can use this ability twice. So instead of once per round, he could use this twice to kill 1 zombie at any location, which would be helpful. I need this for the objective because we need 10 cards to do this, but this might help us if we start getting overwhelmed. So I'm going to take this card and shuffle this one back into the deck. Might be a bad idea, but this is just too good for Marcus to have. All right, shuffling that back into the deck, I've given the sniper rifle to Marcus, which he will have for right now. And then we can only move once, but we could perform search as many times as we want. So let's see, once per survivor. So we can try to trigger another. I think that might be a good case. Or we can use a fuel. We could try to trigger another search with you, or we can use a fuel. All the other searches are okay. So let's go ahead and search one more time. Let's use a 4, which will trigger the crossroad event. So let's take a look at the crossroad. The Arctic King. If the player performs a search at the gas station, neither one of those were searches at the gas station, so we negate this. Okay, so we negated that because our search was at the police station, and we'll go ahead and check this out. All right, well, with 2 searches, he found food and a shotgun. Oh my gosh, this is really, really interesting. So once again, so I think I'm gonna have to take the shotgun, and we'll put the food back and shuffle it in. Okay, that was pretty cool. So we'll give him the shotgun. We've got Marcus with the sniper rifle, and let's get people moving as well. So we're gonna spend that other fuel, and we are going to move. Let's move Gia to the grocery store. So we'll move her there, and I'll just lay them down when I move them so you can see them properly. But we'll move her there. She doesn't have to roll since we use fuel. We can't use the starting item of junk, but she does need to search, and her search is a 3. So we're going to spend 1 to search. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first card. We've got medicine. Medicine may be something that we want, but I think we need to start looking for what we need to win this. So we're going to use a noise token to draw another card, which is a food. Awesome. So, let's, we need both of these. Sadly, we can't take both. We can only take one. I'm going to take, I'll take the medicine. I'll take the medicine, and we'll shuffle the food back into the deck. Just hopefully we'll be able to find more food at the grocery store, but the medicine is what we're going to take. Okay, what else can we do here? We can search with her again. His search isn't that great, and his job is to mitigate the nonsense out here. So instead, I have to move Danica because she can search, but she can only search by herself. However, we still have to roll for exposure, and she could die because you know how my dice rolling goes. So we need to figure out what we're gonna do. I think we're still on searching at the police station because he's already there. We can keep searching and things should be good. I think that should be okay. That might be worth it. So let's go ahead and do that. That'll be our second one, which will draw the crossroad card. Airplane. If the player moves and Sophie Robinson is in play, Sophie Robinson is not in play, so this card is negated. Okay, and we were doing a search, and remember we can look at the top two, so let's see what's there. All right, so we've got fuel and another weapon. Once per round, when the survivor performs an attack, do not roll for exposure. I think I might take that fuel because it can help Danica move, and her searches are okay. Her attacks are pretty decent. So, a pistol might be good so she can, first do it. She can do her attack. Let's take the fuel. We're going to take the fuel. Okay. So we took the fuel card, and I believe we'll use this fuel to take her. I mean, she's okay. We could keep the colony clear with these two. I think what we can do, because this says, once on their turn, a player may place any number of cards from their hand underneath. So we're going to take this fuel and we're going to place it underneath here, under this card. So now we're down to 9. Remember, we still need 4 tools. So let's keep searching. We're going to search. Let's keep with the police station. It's our best bet. So let's go ahead and do that and grab the 2 and see what comes up. I'm finding every weapon in this game. So another pistol and some junk. We are going to take the junk, not the pistol. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, with the junk in hand, this is from the police station. So it says on their turn, so we will commit another. So we will commit another, which will have us have 1, so we need 3 more of those symbols, and then 6 of any other item that we're going to keep milling. So I need something to be able to pull more cards and keep. I think that would probably be super helpful. So we've got 1 more die to spend, and I think what I'm going to do for that is I'm going to spend that die, which will trigger the crossroad event. So let's take a look at that. The Horde. If the player moves the survivor and doesn't pay a fuel card, we're not moving anybody. For the last 2 turns, we didn't do that, so we're okay. Okay, so instead, what we were doing and what my plan was to put a barricade right there with that cost. And that's going to be it. I think we did okay. We've got 2 medicines, so we're okay working on this. We've got 2 cards under there of the 10 that we need. 1 of them is essential, so I think we're all right on that front too. So let's go ahead and run down the list. We need to pay food. There's 2 people at the colony, so the 1 food gets paid, no problems there. Then we check waste. We only have 3 cards in waste. We're okay with that as well. Then we resolve the crisis. So we needed 2 food. We've got 2 food to spend, so these cards are removed from the game. Then from there, we add zombies. So there are 2 here. So we do 1, 2. There is 1 at the police station, and this one would have 1, but the barricade stops. So there we go. We did pretty decent. This wasn't a bad round. Check the main objective. We haven't beaten it yet. Move the round tracker down 1. And then we re-up again. So the first thing we do is we reveal our next crisis. All right, so it's time to get some fuel. We need 2 fuel or else morale's going to drop. Okay. All right, so with that, we're going to grab our dice. We didn't find anybody new, so let's go ahead and roll. These are the ones that why did I roll outside of the bin? See, this is what happens when I roll outside of the bin. But we have mitigation. We have things we can do. We can use those ones efficiently this time because of our characters. So we've rolled them. We're ready to kick it. Okay, so first off, this says once per round, but your ability lets me use it twice per round. And I can shoot in any location, I can shoot someone. So let's go ahead and we'll do once per round kill this. And then because of his ability, I can use it again to kill that and not roll for anything, and it's not considered an action. Woohoo! Look at that. So sniper rifle is awesome. Then we'll spend one of the ones for her to attack this zombie and kill it. And she does not have to roll for exposure. Danica does not, so she's okay. Okay, all zombies dead. We're good. Let's keep rolling. Oh, and I forgot about this. I forgot about that. I need to roll one of those dice. So on that noise, let's roll and see if another zombie comes in. Yes, another zombie would be here. It would have blocked one, but then the other one would have come in because of the noise token. I caught it. All right, so we are ready to rumble, to continue our rumble, should I say. We're gonna keep searching with you. So we need to spend a 3, which will trigger the crossroads. So let's take a look at that card and see what comes up. Christmas. If a survivor the player controls is at the colony, it is. I was talking to a couple other people, and well, we think tomorrow might be Christmas. Maybe it's a stupid thing to hold on to, but I think people could use a distraction. What if we made dinner for everyone? A real dinner, I mean. Every player with one or more survivors at the colony must vote with a thumbs up or thumbs down. The option with the most votes takes effect. Spend 5 food, gain 1 morale. If Forest Plum is in play and isn't exile, the player that controls Forest Plum may draw up the 4 cards from the grocery store deck. He must reveal them and give each of them to another player of his choice. Well, I don't have 5 food, so nothing happens. Thumbs down. Food, which we need. And why do I keep finding guns at the police station? Of course it is. I'm taking the food. Unfortunately, what this means is that Danica has to go, someone has to go to the gas station. And Danica doesn't have a weapon. He can take care of 2 creatures that show up. So, Danica is going to have to traverse her way to the gas station to get fuel for this crisis. So she will leave, go to the gas station, and please, 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 game, please be kind to me. Please be kind to me. Okay, it's a wound. So wounds are okay. A wound I can live with. I can heal a wound. I can't heal a bite. And then she is going to spend one of these to search. So she will search for this card. Let's see what's there. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful fuel that we can commit to the crisis, so that'll do. Okay, so we have our fuel. We will commit that to the crisis condition, and we just need 1 more fuel to do it, so I'm going to have her search again. And we're going to look for that other fuel that costs her 3, so we're going to have to spend this big 6 to do it and see what happens. So let's do a search with her, which will trigger the crossroads. Riot. If the player controls a survivor at the colony and there are more helpless survivors in the colony than non-helpless, we don't have any, so we are good. We don't have to do anything about that. Okay, with that discarded, we are going to draw the top card. Let's see what we find. Perfect. Another fuel. I love it. I love it when a plan works out. So we're going to take that and add it to the fuel shortage. Okay, with this in hand, we're going to take this, add it to the fuel shortage. So we've got that covered. But we still have 2 left, and our searches don't really yield much for these 2. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to spend this 1 food as junk to put 1 food in here so that he can stay there and not suffer any morale drag. And then finally, we're going to clean this up. So 1, 2, 3 cards are going to get removed from the waste pile for 1. So those will be removed from the game. And then finally for the last one, we're going to build a barricade, but that will trigger the crossroads event. So let's see what the crossroads. Brian Lee. If the player controls Brian and Brian is at the colony, Brian Lee is not in the game, so this is discarded. All right, with that discarded, we were going to build one, and we're going to build it here at the gas station to protect our, well, she can kill them straight out, but it would be, that's if I roll a 1. So let's put the barricade here at the grocery store, and that is going to be the end of our round. So pay with food. 1 person at the colony. It's still rounded up, so 1 food is used. We then check waste. We only have 1 card in the waste pile, so we're okay. Resolve the crisis. We do have the 2 fuel cards that we need to solve this, and it's removed from the game. Then we add zombies to locations. So one zombie will come here. One would go here, but barricade stops them. And then we have one here at the colony, and finally one here at the gas. And then we check the main objective. We're not there yet. We move the round trip. Okay, so it's time to do a lot of searching. And then we continue on with the next round and the next crisis. Strength of the dead. So we need 2 fuel. If we fail, remove all barricades from the colony and add 10 zombies to the colony. No! Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. All right, well, that was awful. So let's go ahead and roll our dice and see how well we do. All right, so we're going to roll. We got our 6 4s. We've got a 1, which is fine. We can make use of that. And okay, so we've got a lot that we can do with today, and we should be okay with what we need to do. So the first thing that needs to happen is triggering events. You get to kill 1 zombie at any location. So it's going to be tag 1, and then we get to do it again. Let's go ahead and get rid of you, and that'll be those 2 for you because you could do it twice. Actually, no, we won't do that one. Sorry, we'll do this one, and then you'll trigger your once per round, and you don't roll for exposure. So let's kill that one. So that'll do there. We will spend the 1 to kill this one and not roll for exposure. And now let's go ahead and continue what we were doing. So searches needs to be done, right? Searches needs to be done. So we're going to have her search at the grocery store for 3, which triggers the crossroads event. Loretta Clay. If the player controls Loretta Clay, we do not control Loretta Clay, so nope, this is skipped. Okay, and then we were searching at the grocery store, so we're going to draw 1 card and see what we can find. We have an outsider. Add the top card as a survivor deck to your following and place their matching standee at the colony. So let's go ahead and add this. Let's go ahead and see who we found. We have, come on, give me somebody good, give me somebody good. Rohan Patel. When Rohan receives a wound, you may roll 1 action die in the unspent action die pool. When Rohan would receive a despair, ignore it instead. Rohan. Meh. Okay. Okay, Rohan's been added to the colony, and the extra die for having him has been put out. So that was okay. We need to do a lot better than we're doing, though. So let's go ahead and do the police station search for you, which would be... Actually, no, we're going to do the food search as well. So let's go ahead and do this. And we need to find food as well as what we need. So let's take a look at what we've... It's a food 1 card. We do need that, so we are going to take it, and that should be good. Okay, with our food 1 card, we'll add that to the waste to add the 1 food to cover sadness. And then we're going to continue on our search. So let's go ahead and keep searching. Let's go ahead and search the gas station. So let's do that, which will trigger the crossroad event. All right, so mod. If a non-exiled survivor the player controls is at the grocery store, yes. A snarling sound catches your attention and you see a zombie caught between 2 cars. She claws aimlessly towards the sky, her meat and stuff uniform stained with old blood. 1 blow to her head ends her, and you see her name tag says Maud. She appears to have been crushed along against her own car as she was trying to fill her tank with supplies. You take the food back to the colony right away, place the move survivor in the colony. This does not count as a move, and add 3 food to the supply. Or you take the food and add it to your pack for later. You want to smile at your good fortune, but for some reason you can't stop thinking about Maud. Reveal cards from the top of the grocery store item until you find 2 food cards. Add them to your hand. Shuffle the rest of the reveal cards back into the deck. You cannot play food cards during this turn. I think we're okay. I think we're just going to we're gonna add it to our hand and not have to pay. Ooh, this could be bad, but let's risk it. We're gonna I don't want to move her back from the grocery store. I really don't. But I think I will add I'll add the cards to my hand. I'm gonna add the cards to my hand and hope that it doesn't bite me in the butt. Okay, so we're going to come here, search for 2 food cards. We have to reshuffle after we do that. So there's 1 food card. There's the other food card. We just pulled from the top, shuffled. That's 3 food, which is actually even better. And then we pull from the top, do that, move her back to the colony, and these go into our hand, which is actually not that bad. It wasn't that bad. So that occurred, but we were searching the gas station when that occurred. So let's take a look at what we. More fuel. More fuel is good for crisis. More fuel is good for crisis. Okay, so with our fuel card in hand, we're going to contribute that to the crisis. So that is those. Then we're going to do another search there, which will use one of these dice, and we'll pull and hopefully find some more fuel. We are just lagging on this right now. We found an outsider, but instead of immediately resolving that, we're going to do this, make some noise, so that we can see if we can find some more fuel. We found food. Let's do it. Man, oh my gosh. If I take this, they will appear. I would have to move people to make sure that we don't suffer any morale loss. I say let's take the outsider. Maybe they might help instead of this. Oh, such a bad idea. Such a bad idea. Let's do it. Let's do it. So the one that we're going to find is Eric Parker, non-colony. All survivors that share a location with Eric may move from his location without rolling for exposure if he's not at the colony. Okay, so we've added him to the colony, added our extra die that we're going to roll, and then we are going to move people because this is not good. So we're going to move you back to the grocery store, and let's see what happens because we don't have fuel. So let's roll and see what happens. You gain frostbite, which is not that great, but you can help somebody at the colony. And you are going to move yourself. You are going to move to the school. And let's go ahead and roll and see how you do. You gain a frostbite token as well. Okay. So we're back down to okay. We need, we're going to spend these two, adding them to get rid of these two frostbites because that's bad. Then we are going to, we have one more search left and it's got to be at the gas station. She may die, but it's got to be at the gas station. So this will trigger the crossroads event. So let's see what we're dealing with. Outsiders. If a survivor the player controls at the colony, I need everybody at the gate right now. There's a flatbed that just pulled up, loaded with refugees. Every player with one or more survivor at the colony must vote with a thumbs up or thumbs down. We don't have much, but if your people are willing to put their own weight, we can give you a home. For the winter at least. After that, you're on your own. Each player draws one survivor from the survivor deck and adds it to their following. Each player adds one helpless survivor to the colony. I'm sorry, we just can't take on any more. You're going to have to keep moving. Their faces suggest they've heard these words too many times before. They look downward in acceptance, and soon the truck is driving away. 3 days later, you find the truck collapsed on the side of the road. The people are gone, but blood is caked on the road. Nothing happens. Oh. Oh man, I hate being good. I hate being good. I really, really do. So we're going to just suffer the morale loss, and we're going to take one. Once per turn, look and keep one additional card at the hospital. So Janet's going to be our new one that we take on. Okay, Janet's at the colony. We've got that. We're going to add her extra die in. We have her there. And we were searching at the gas station. Two outsiders. Okay, two outsiders are here. This will make for a really great next round, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to place one here to see if I can find fuel. And it's food. Awesome sauce. So let's just take our two survivors. Let's take our new survivor and our helpless survivor. So who do we have joining the fold? We've got Elijah Jordan. Once per turn after performing a search, you may move all noise tokens at Elijah's location to another location that has the space for them. Oh boy. Okay. So you're joining the colony and we're in big trouble. Okay, so we've got him added. We had our helpless survivor added. Ooh, and I forgot to add his. 1 second, let me add that through the magic of production. And just like that, he's added, and we've added his extra die in as well. So the dice are looking good for the next set of rounds on how we're going to try to solve this problem. But we need to get people out of here. So we're moving a bunch of people. Move actions don't require dice, and they have actions that they have not moved yet. So we're going to move you here to the... we're going to move Elijah to the library, and we need to roll for exposure, so let's see what happens. Alright, so he'll take a wound as he moves out. We're going to move the nurse to the hospital. because that's just what we need to do. And please, game, please, 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 please. Okay, a wound is fine. All right, a wound is fine on you. And then you need to move. Oh boy, where will you move to? Let's move you to the grocery store, and let's roll and see what we're dealing with. Oh, blank. Perfect. Oh, it all worked out. It all worked out. Okay. Okay. Almost. So let's see what's going to happen. Oh man, this is gonna be so bad. Here we go. Here we go. So no one else can move. You need to stay there. And here we go. First thing we do is we pay food. There's only 2 people there, so the 1 food's good. Next thing we do is check waste. There is 4. Then we resolve the crisis. The crisis was not resolved. So remove all barricades from colony and add 10 zombies to the colony. So let's go ahead and add our 10 zombies. Okay, 10 zombies have been added to the colony. And this is removed. That is so awful. Okay. Then we add zombies. So there's going to be 1 there, 2 there, 1 there, 1 there, and then we need to deal with this. So first thing, let's see what we're dealing with. We need to roll 2 dice, and please, please game, please. Okay, so 1's gonna get added and not another. So we're gonna add 2 zombies there. Let's get them added through the magic of editing. Okay, through the magic of editing, we have removed these noise tokens we've added because we did the roll for it. We added 1 to the colony for him, and then the rest in their respective locations for us to move forward. Oh my gosh. Then check the main objective. We're not doing well. We're down to 2 rounds. Oh, I'm not playing optimally at all. And then we're ready to begin again. So we reveal our next crisis. Let's see our next problem. Illness. We need 2 medicine. Place 1 wound token on all non-exile survivors and lose 1 morale. Boy. Then we are going to roll these lovely, lovely dice because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 2 for me, 10. So it should be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 dice that we're going to roll. So let's see how we're going to do it. Hopefully it'll be good. Hopefully you're seeing some good numbers there so that we can get these dice and do the searches that we need. Oh, we have 10 searches to do to see if we can make these things work. And we will see how that shakes out for what we need to do. So far, so good. We are doing all right, and we can begin playing. All right, well, we've got free stuff to do. So shoot, and then we'll shoot here, because that is his sniper rifle. You've got a shotgun blast, so Pacow, that's dead. I probably should have given him the shotgun, so he can kill way, way more without issue. But still, the sniper rifle was nice. So then, okay, so that got us those 2 abilities. It said at the end of your turn, you may remove any type of wound token from a survivor at the colony. He's not suffering from anything. All right, so we've got to start searching. Searching is our bit, right? So Janet's going to search. She needs a 4 to search, so she'll do this one. And she gets to look at an additional card and keep both because of her ability. So let's see what she's found some fuel, and she's found the flashlight. We're keeping the flashlight. Well, we get to keep both, actually, so we'll keep both. Okay, so flashlight is going to be committed to this. So we've got 2 of the 4 that we need. We don't need to push any fuel just yet, so she's actually going to commit this. So she's got, out of the 10, we've got 4, so we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Okay, so that's her search. She is going to spend another die to search. So she is going to do, this just, once per round is that ability, so that got used. Let's have you search. So you just have to spend a 3, which kicks the crossroad event. So let's see what we're dealing with. Gabriel Diaz. Well, we know Gabriel's dead. So I believe, Gabriel Diaz, I believe, is the one that died. So he is no longer part of our crew. So if the player controls a non-exile survivor at the colony, at a non-colony location with Gabriel in this is the survivor. So nope, he's dead. Sorry. Okay, so we were searching at the police station and we get to look at 2 of them. So let's see what we're going to find. We found fuel. And we found an outsider. We're going to take the fuel. So with the fuel in hand, we're going to commit that fuel right back to this. So we've got 3 and 2. So we need 3 more and 2 more. And then we can see how we'll do. So let's go ahead and have let's have Janet. Do we want Janet to search, or do we want you to search at the school? I think we want you to search at the school. What's your search? 2? 2 wouldn't be bad. Gas we don't need just yet. We need medical, so let's go with Janet. So let's go and do a... We need to spend a 4 die, so we'll spend that 4 die to search. So let's see what we found. An adrenaline shot. Ooh. Let's go ahead and spend 1 noise token and see what else is out there. Another medicine. So either way, we'll take either one. I'll take the medicine to contribute to the crisis. Okay, with the medicine in hand, we will contribute that to the crisis. We'll have Janet search again, which will trigger the crossroad event. So let's see what happens. Sparky. If the player controls Sparky and he is not exiled. Nope, sorry. Okay. And then we were doing our search, so let's do our search and see what we found. Lots of fuel, lots of fuel. So I'm going to do 1 more search to see if we could find some medical stuff. 2 outsiders, come on game. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to do, I would love to grab some more outsiders for the last turn. Maybe we might find something fun, but I'm gonna grab the fuel instead. Okay, with it reshuffled, the noise added in the fuel, let's go ahead and add that fuel to here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 more. So we need 2 more of these and 2 more of these, and we win. I am pushing it really hard here. So let's see, what do we want to do? We can search. I'm gonna put 3. I'm gonna gain 3 food from here. So 1, 2, 3 to make sure we're covered. Then I will spend this 1 to kill this zombie, and I don't have to roll for exposure, just in case. And then we are going to search at the gas station for 3, which should trigger the next crossroads event. If the player moves the survivor, we didn't move anyone, so between those 2 turns, so this is null and void. Then we were searching at the gas station, so let's take a look and see what we found. Oh, this is good. Medicine. I will so take this. Thank you so much. Okay, with the medicine in our hand, we'll contribute that to solve that problem. Okay, so we've got 4 search here to deal with what's coming up. You'll be okay at the colony. You 2 will be okay for now. You're okay. Everyone's okay. So we need to, I think we're going to do another search. Let's search at the school. What do you need to search? You need a 2. It doesn't matter at this point, so let's just do the 5 search at the school and see what we find. We found the grocery store blueprints. Oh wait, this should be at the library, not the school. Ooh, let me reshuffle that. We'll grab a different card and see what's at the school. Here we go, scissors. So we've got another tool, which is great. So we're going to take these scissors, and I apologize for this. I will shuffle this into the library. Okay, properly shuffled into the library, but we've got our scissors, which is a tool. Let's add it to here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need 1 more tool, 2 more of anything else, because it says 6 additional item cards of any type. So we're close. We're so close. Okay. Let's go ahead and search the school again, which will trigger the crossroads event. So let's see what we're dealing with. Helpless. If a survivor the player controls is at the colony, we do. Don't pretend I'm the only one who's thought about this. We all have. I've seen it in your faces. These people use up all our resources, but contribute nothing. I'm not trying to be cruel, just survive. I can't believe you're even talking about this. You know it would be murder to leave these people to the dead. Is survival worth sacrificing our own humanity? Are we no better than the monsters we hide from? Every player with 1 or more survivor of the colony must vote with a thumbs up or thumbs down. Remove all helpless survivor tokens in the colony from the game. Lose 1 morale for every 2 helpless survivors rounded up, or nothing happens. I'm not getting rid of anyone. Kick rocks. All right, so we were searching at the school still, so let's continue our search at the school. Oh, perfect. Look at that baseball bat. Yes, that is the last tool that we need. So we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. Once per round, when performing an attack, kill 2. Thank you, thank you. So with that placed in our hand, we will contribute that because it says on their turn, a player may place any number of cards. So we're going to place that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. We just need 2 more of anything else and we win. I'm so happy about this. I'm going to search 1 more, shove this one under there. If not, and we are going to be good. So I am going to search at the, we're going to do search at the police station to see what we find. So let's draw 2 and see what we find. We have a walkie-talkie. and outsiders. We're taking a walkie-talkie. Sorry. Bye. All right, so with the walkie-talkie in hand, we're gonna shove that bad boy right under here, which puts us as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I will also contribute this food to make it 10. So that is all we need. I will then spend this last one. Anyone in trouble? Yes, I will build a barricade, and that will trigger the crossroads, but let's go ahead and put the barricade there. And let's deal with the crossroads event. Alexis Gray. If the player controls Alexis and she is not exiled, we do not have her, so this doesn't work. All right. All dice used. I played smart this time, right? Tell me I played smart. Here we go. We will pay food, so we just need to use 1, since that's what's there. We will then check waste. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we're okay. We will then resolve the crisis. We have the 2 medicine that we need, so not a problem. We will then add zombies. So if we're adding zombies to the location, 1 there, so we'll add 1, then 1 goes here. We will add 2 to this location, 1 to this location. We would add 1 here. We do need to add 1 here. 1 here, but it blocks it. And then we add 1 up here, but then we need to take care of this noise. So we're gonna roll 2 dice and see 3 or lower. Nope, no zombies are added. So this noise is removed completely. And then we check the main objective. Yeah, so we need 4. 4 of those, 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 6 of any other type. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And that is our victory against the main objective. However, I did not have 3 medical, so technically I did not win the scenario because of this. However, I did fulfill the fix the ship objective. We could have gone 1 more round to see if we wanted to do that, so we can just search for medicine in the hospital and see if we can beat it. So I'm gonna, do I want to press my luck and say call it a victory? We would have to survive 1 more round, and it would just be her milling this hospital deck basically for what we want to find. To see if we could win it. Let's try that. Let's do it and see if we can make it work. So we're going to complete all that out. We'll move the round tracker down to 1 more, and then we get to reveal the next crisis, and we're going to go from there. So let's reveal the crisis and see. We need 2 food or medicine to add 3 zombies to the hospital and 3 zombies to the gas station if not. Okay, so let's see how we do. Okay, so we're gonna try this out. We did our crisis, right? So we need to roll our dice and see what we're gonna do. Oh my gosh, I'm just going to leave this to fate and let's see what happens. Oh, this is just kind of a final round to see if we could win it. If not, we got what we needed, but we'll see how this shakes out. Okay, so we need 3, and then we need to take care of this. Food can be used instead of, which is okay. And we do have a junk to be able to reroll if we need. I think the best place to start out is at the hospital, but we need to trigger some events, right? So you get to shoot 2 people, so we'll shoot 1 here, 1 here, because you get to use that twice. I think that should be good. The shotgun will let you blast this one here and get rid of it. And then we are going to see about, let's go ahead and do, let's do some searching at the hospital. So our search needs to be 4 or higher. So let's use one of these 4s. And we get to keep the top 2. So let's see what the top 2 looks like. All right, we've got medicine, which is good, which is really good. And food. Oh, this is probably like the best combo that we could possibly have, which I really enjoy. So we're gonna take that. Okay, so with our medicine and food added, we're feeling pretty good about that. So that's a search. I'm so nervous. Let's go ahead and do another search again at the hospital and see what we find. But we do trigger the crossroads event, so let's see what that's. Annalie Chan. If the players control Annalie Chan and she is not exiled, we do not control Annalie, so this doesn't count. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, we got an adrenaline shot. I'm so excited. I'm 1 away. I'm 1 away. Oh my gosh. What's gonna, oh, I'm so scared. Okay, well, we know we're gonna contribute the food here to take care of that problem. We've got 2, we just need 1 more. Should we push her to the hospital? She needs a 4 to search. Where else is there drugs? There's drugs at the school potentially. There's some at the gas station. Drugs at the gas station, of course. Let's her search would be a 3. Let's do one more search with her at the hospital and see what we find. So let's take a look. Oof, we've got some junk, but we are going to go ahead and use one of these. Let's search again. And we've got some fuel. I'm gonna take the fuel. Okay, so we've got the fuel. Let's use Danica and let's search at the gas station, which would trigger the next crossroad event. So let's see what that says. Heads up! If a survivor the player controls performs a search at the police station, we didn't do any of those searches in this. It was the hospital and the gas station, so no. Okay, so we are going to do our search at the gas station. Let's see what we find. We found food. That might help us with what we need. But you know what? I'm going to spend 1 to do another search at the gas station. Let's see what we find. Sing the songs of happiness. Let us take that medicine. Okay, we've added our noise token. We've got the 3 medicine that we need to win. We just need to get 1 more food, and the best place to search is at the grocery store. So let's go ahead and do a search there. She just needs a 3 to search. So let's do a search at the grocery store and see what we find. That is junk. That is a lot of junk. So instead of that, we're going to do make some noise, see if there's anything better. And there it is. Yes. All right, with that search complete, we'll do that. Now we're going to spend this. How much is in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are going to spend this fuel to make it 6. And we're going to move you, we'll move you back to, yes, we'll move you back to the colony. We'll then spend this 1, which will trigger the crossroads event, to kill this thing, and we don't have to roll. David Garcia. I do have David Garcia. If the players control David Garcia and he is not exiled, place David Garcia at the colony. This does not count as a move. My daily inventory of supplies shows that something's off. Someone in the colony has been secretly stealing supplies. Furthermore, based on the supplies taken, I don't think they're hoarding supplies, but rather plotting the colony's downfall. The current player looks at 1 random card in each player's hand who controls the survivor at the colony. It's just either option 1 is just as I suspected. The culprit is right here. Accuse any player at the colony of stealing and initiate a vote to exile them. Oops, I'm sorry. I forgot to carry the 1. I'm usually not prone to such errors. That's my bad. So cool. So David Garcia is at the colony, and we were going to do oops, my bad. We're not exiling anyone. So we have enough people there. You could die, but a morale loss won't kill me. Everyone else should be okay. And we've got the 2 food. We've got everything that we need. Let's build some barricades because I didn't do that last time. So we'll do a barricade build. We'll do a barricade build, which will draw this. And we'll put the barricade here. And let's go ahead and see what we're finding. Daniel Smith. Do we have Daniel Smith out? We don't. So what does it say? If a player controls Daniel and there's at least 1 helpless survivor at the colony, nope, don't have him. Doesn't count. Okay, so let's continue on with the barricading. So we'll spend another to barricade here. So that's 3, which means only 1 will get added, which we have space for, and that should be okay. Well, no, it's 1, 2, 3, so we're okay. So nothing here. You might die. So you might die. What do we want to do for you to not die, potentially? Because we're going to have the next crossroads events happens. If you're going to die, you're going to die. We're going to attack. You're going to attack, and it says if you would take a wound. So you're going to attack one of these. It would kill him anyway, but let's roll with this. The crossroads event will happen, and then we will roll this to see what happens to you. Collapsing barriers. If a survivor the player controls is at the colony and there's at least 1 barricade and 1 zombie at the... Oh, come on. We got a problem. They're piling up on the barricades. I've seen it. There's just a wall of meat, teeth, and claws. There's no way the barricades can hold up under that kind of weight. It's all makeshift anyway. I'm afraid we don't have a choice. We need to send in a team to clear them out. Every player with 1 or more survivor of the colony must vote with a thumbs up or thumbs down. Come on, game, don't play me. Each player that controls 1 or more survivor at the colony chooses a survivor they control and rolls for exposure or remove all barricades from the colony. I'm going to remove all barricades. That's dumb. That sucks. I just spent all that effort, but we still should be okay. And you did, so we need to roll for exposure on your attack, and you take a wound. And it says that if you would take a wound, you may re-roll one action die in your unspent action die pool, but we've used them all. You're just going to take a wound, and that's going to be okay. Okay. All right, we're done. Here we go. Pay food. 2 people there, so that's the 2 food that we need. Check waste. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're okay. Resolve the crisis. We have the 2 food needed, so we're all right. Add zombies. So let's add our zombies. There will be 1 here, 1 added here. We need to roll that die to see if another one's going to pop up. Nope, not another one. We have 3 people at the colony, so 1, 2, 3. Then we'll add 1 to the library, and finally, 1 to the hospital, and finally 1 to the gas station, but we still need to check and see if another one's going to pop up, and another one does pop up. Oof. So we add that one and remove that noise token. This one gets removed as well. Okay, that's adding zombies. Check main objective. We've already checked it. We've got enough, and we've got the 3 drugs in our hand for Junkie. And we won. Yeah. Woohoo! So that was exciting. Taking that 1 more round to finish it all out, it really worked out. This went very well. It could have gone horrible, but we were able to make it work. So thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. If you want to know, if you're looking at this and haven't watched the first video and you're curious about how this plays, go back to the first video in this playlist, and in that description should be everything that you need to get started. So I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. Just know I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you could do about it.